Action. I remember. I don't have to say that. But hey, you guys. Welcome to the Let's Heal podcast. I am your host, Tella. And my man's... You're not gonna say your name? Terry B.
No. I was waiting to see if you was gonna say it about it. And what name you was gonna say, because that's what I was gonna roll with.
Oh, okay. Now look. What's the name that you want to go by this season?
This season, I'm gonna do Tone. That's crazy. I was thinking about going back to Tone, honestly, because that's what everybody know me as.
I've always called you that.
And it'd be weird when they be like Terry, and sometimes I'll be forgetting. I'll be like, huh? But yeah,
you've done that to me multiple times.
I think I'm going by Tone. I think Terry just gonna be music.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good, because I've just kind of always called you Tone, and I just kind of. I always respected your preference though, because I'm not that type of person.
You always respecting my lifestyle choices.
Even though I consider,
thank you for considering me.
Yeah. No. Of course. So Tone. So, our co-host, Tone. Woo!
Hey, feel good to be back.
Right. I was just going to say that. Took the words right out of my mouth. How you been doing?
Am, right on the spot. Nah.
Straight like that. Look, I don't fuck around.
Right. Nah. I didn't compete what you said. Nah, I've been really good. A lot of changes, a lot of new things happening. I've been putting myself out there too, so that's
I have seen
always
that.
good to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I've been seeing the videos and the reels and
catch
up. No, that's good. I've been enjoying it. Like, and it's like a different side of you that we don't get to see that often, or other people don't get to see. I see it, but
right. Type shit.
Now that's good. How does it feel putting yourself out there in that way? I'm doing the interview and shit.
Honestly, it's like it's not as bad as I thought it was, because you get caught up in everything else, but then you just get to a point where you be like, man, ain't nobody really caring about this shit. Let me just go ahead and just do what let me do what I'm doing.
Because who gives a damn?
A lot of that is just like shit you just put in your head where you be like, dang, what if I do this, or they gonna say this, but people really don't really care. They just keep on scrolling by. So that feels good. Therapy. I've been in therapy.
Ah, yes.
Been working.
Therapy. How you been liking it?
Huh?
How do you like therapy so far?
Man, that shit is needed, because it was so much stuff that I didn't know that I was doing, that I was just doing to protect myself, not knowing that I was doing that because of that. And it's all like, it's so much stuff that you get caught in. Like, we creatures of habit, so all of these little things that you do, these experiences that you go through, they shape you in a way, and they change your perspective. And so with therapy, it's just like a different perspective in terms of just like why I may feel or process things the way that I do. Like, one big thing, I used to be like, when I would go out and do stuff like DJ, if I go out and do something like shows, performing, like, I'd always get like, try to amp myself up and be like, man, well, I don't care, all the noise that come in to try to, block you, like, with all that other stuff. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. One thing a therapist was saying to me was all like, instead of saying, instead of having that mindset or that view about it, like, just kind of take a step back and just tell yourself like, hey, it's okay. Like, it'll be okay. And it's something as small and simple as that, like, helped out a lot. Like, today I went on my work retreat with my coworkers at work, and normally I'm all like, I got to deal, because that's not normally the people that I would hang out with, so I don't really know them like that. But normally I would get a little bit anxious, and anxiety and all of that stuff will come up, but like doing that small thing, just all it's cool. So it just helps me when I go out into the world, when I gotta go out and be social or things like that. Those little cues and things like that have been helping. So I would definitely recommend therapy. If somebody told you to go to therapy, go to therapy.
Please go to therapy, for the love of God.
Get it done.
No, that's good though. And how long has it been?
I started therapy March or April of this year, because I was in a relationship, and then that's one of the things that, with talking to her, got me into going to therapy, because while I was in that relationship, like, I wanted to like make sure that I'm not I'm not the reason this thing isn't progressing as it should be. Like I don't want to be the one that's holding it back. So
Right.
like if it's something with me, let me go ahead and figure it out. And one of the things, like black people say, because I was telling my cousin, he
Right.
was all like,
Shit.
I don't need therapy, I got Jesus. And it's not like, it's not that.
You can
It's
you
not
can have
that
both.
therapy.
You can have both.
Yeah, you can have both, right? So you
Jesus
can
is
have-
not excluded. Jesus is not like, nah. You got 12 disciples. You got a pastor. You got a whole church of people, but not no therapist. Okay.
Exactly. It's like, that's spirituality, and so you get your spirituality. But therapy is it's talking to somebody who knows the brain and like the patterns of the brain and like why we perceive things, why we do these things. So it's like you go to the doctor for sickness when you feel sick. You go, all these other places, but you won't go to somebody who like knows the mind and
Right.
can understand the mind. And it's all like, yeah, nah, bro, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can have both. You can
really
have
can
spiritual life. You can have life in this world.
Like, I don't know why people assume. Like, when I tell you, I've had people tell me, you're not supposed to go to therapy. You're not supposed to do yoga. Meditation is the devil. Like, it's terrifying. And as somebody who is obviously an actual mental health practitioner, I'd be scared because there's a group of people, even in 2025, who are like, oh no, I don't know, I can't do that. Like, that's off the table. And or even outside of religion, there's so many people who are like, it's not even a real thing to them, right? To like their emotions. And there's so many people who I've dealt with or worked with, and their emotions be so erratic, but because it's so normalized in their environment, in their community, in their family, if dysfunction is part of their family, it is so hard for them to even recognize that, how important it is. Like, people be like, so what y'all doing there? It's like, well, we talk about your emotions, and it's like, oh, that's the thing. Like somebody asked me, like, you really get paid for that? It's like, to most surprise.
I feel that. I was gonna say, I was talking to my cousin Sunday, which is crazy because I went over there and that wasn't even on my mind at all to talk to him about this. But the conversation kind of went towards that, and like one of the things he was saying was like, I don't really want to address my feelings. I don't want to deep dive and go into that because I know if I go there, like I know like that's a scary place and it's going to be hard and all the other stuff. Because especially as a man, you taught. Bottle it in, keep on going, like don't process it like the world and all this other stuff. And it's like that's good to keep the fire going so that you can keep on going, but it's a freedom being able to express it, like just being able to talk. And it's like you can go to people and talk to people, like you can go to your family, your friends, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of the information is biased towards you or your situation, or they don't really know what they're talking about. They can only get you as far as they know. Like, if I don't know a whole bunch about cars, and you come to me and ask me about your car,
it'd be like the motherfucking carburetor, the alternator, the blinkers.
Yeah.
Where's your oil
know
stick?
If it's the fuel injector, if it's the, nah, man.
It might be the tire.
Yeah. So it's like go to a professional who studies and understands the brain, and then and different techniques in terms of just how to deal with things. Because just that simple, like telling yourself it'll be like, but just that simpleness of that, the simplicity of like, hey, you've been somebody who through the years have been let down or have been attacked, so you don't like to feel those feelings again, so you close yourself off to it. But what you can do is in those moments, instead of feeling that feeling and try to hide in that closet, like reassure yourself, like, yeah, it's okay, like it'll be okay. And it's small things like that. Like I didn't know, like when, because like when I lost moms, my sister, grandma, grandpa, uncle, like my mentor. I'm losing all of these people, and naturally I'm just secluding myself because I wanted well, I guess, yeah, in a sense of peace, but also I'm losing people every day. These are my people that I'm close with, so I don't really want to experience nothing. So I'm closing myself off, trying to protect myself, all the while trying to be this social person too. So I'm wearing this mask. And so, but you can only go so far when you're doing that and not addressing the root cause, because you burn out, and you burn out, you just go back to what you know. So I'm telling people, started with my family, but I'm telling you, I got my homeboy in therapy too. So I'm trying to tell people yes, therapy is not no shamanism or like in there praying with spirit. I don't know what therapist you're going to. Maybe there is therapist.
Maybe look, it's but that's not. It's not an everybody thing. But like you said though, a lot of times we build up this pain, or we get so used to the pain, right? Especially if you had grief after grief after grief, then it's just like, sometimes we internalize it, or it's like, oh, it's me, or I need to stay away from people, or I'm scared to get close to people because of what can happen. And it makes us like shut ourselves off and put ourselves in really dark spaces, right? And like I said, it goes back to the normalization of it, right? And knowing that this is actually really not normal, right? Having this much stress that we deal with on a daily basis is not normal, right? And so it's really interesting because as much as we talk about how important the brain and the body is, we cater more to the physical body. We obviously, know the brain is important, but we cater to the physical body, right? There's this one TED Talk that I like to watch, and I show my clients too. It's, what is it called? Emotional hygiene. It's called emotional hygiene. And one thing he says is like, nobody says when you break a leg to walk it off, right? But when somebody is having like a mental health episode or dealing with some type of anxiety or just really heavy emotion, it's pretty much like we telling them to push through it. Damn, they're like walking on a broken leg, right? And so it's just, if people could understand how important, and this my shush. Okay, this my lane. Okay,
right. Go ahead.
Cut the whole podcast. This is a class. This is a goddamn chakra class now. Y'all about to learn about that thing, your body, and so. But no, for real though, if people understood how much emotions, let me back up. How thoughts impact our emotions, which impact our behaviors, which is CBT, and realize that thoughts carry so much weight and emotions carry so much weight that it can literally turn into a physical illness, right? And unfortunately, most people don't. I ain't gonna say most people. It's definitely, mental health has evolved a lot. It's still a long way we need to go, but it has evolved a lot. Yeah. So people know that it's important, but unfortunately, we don't always take it as serious as we need to, or we sweep it under the rug until it becomes a physical illness. I've had multiple people share with me, and I've seen it even in my own personal and professional life, with people who have physical illnesses, and then we start pulling back the layers. And then all of a sudden, it's connected to a grief, because all emotion is connected to, or all physical illnesses have some emotion that is adherent to it or underneath it, right? Even headaches. You do got a headache, right? But you also have racing thoughts, and you also are overwhelmed, and you also are overstimulated, which is anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all this shit is tied. And so what's causing anxiety? All this damn trauma you went through, right? And it gets it goes all the way back, right? And so it's really important. Please, if you're listening to this, go get therapy, please. But for real, in real time,
form of mental health,
And even if you can't, like, my prayers, especially with the world and how it's falling to hell, there are still programs, there are still communities, and even if you can't get an individual therapist right away, find a group, find a safe space, go to a healing circle, right? Go to a community space where they do healing work, right? Or have like a free class, or
come to Therapy Thursday.
Or come to Therapy Thursdays, right? We are both healers, okay? And so we can plug ourselves, a little website underneath. And so make your little website underneath line. And so
underneath there somewhere on the
there screen. You go. we got to plug ourselves. But for real, there's so many communities where this work is necessary, and especially because, I also am contracted to do group therapy, and one of the things I've learned, even though individual therapy is very important because you need like individual breakdown, right? Because all of our stories are different, but group therapy, like the healing circles that I do and that Tone does, right, through Therapy Thursdays, those spaces of recognizing that you're not the only person that's going through this specific trauma, down to the specifics. Sometimes you be saying something that you be like, I ain't never told nobody nothing like this, and they be like, damn, that shit happened to me too.
So that's a really good point, because it's so, like you saying, it's so much that we hold in that we don't, you don't have an outlet for. And like you said, like I believe you, like when you said, in terms of like our thoughts and our emotions, like those things heavy and weighing on us can cause physical ailments. Like I believe that, man. Bible said a broken spirit, like who can bear it? Like when you've been through so much heartbreak, like my grandma, I feel like that's what caused her. Even my baby sister, like these are people who, especially when you are, because we have to have a conversation about this one day. I feel like that'd be good to talk about being a nice person and a good person, like, because those things are two totally different things.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like being a good person, like you genuinely, a giver who just gives. Like, somebody who just gives the shirt off their back, the last of their meal, just so that somebody else can have. Like that's a lot to bear, because a lot of the times when people see that nature inside of you, that good nature inside of you, they want to take. They take from you. They are unkind to you, selfish about it. Like, and it's so much. And then you not that you're necessarily putting it out there so that you can get that same interaction, right? But like it's time that you want to receive that back, like, and then you don't. Like that's hard. So all of that heaviness that weighs on you, like if you have no place to expel that, or to work on that, like you said, like that could weigh a person down. Looking at the world today can wear a person down. Looking at all of this news and all this other stuff can wear a person. Looking at the state of our people, is that's a lot. Like I was talking to my little brother, and he just talking about like the people that are close to him, and like kind of just watching like the path they're taking, and all of that stuff is hard. And then you love them, but you don't want to be around them because they is who they is. But it's a part of you that wants that, because you. So it's like how you were saying earlier, like please, like find an outlet, find a source to where you can in a safe environment, like dump that out, because it's either that or you numb it with substances.
Which is right on the other end of it. Hell, barely. It's the next step almost, because you got to find some way to like escape from it, and so it ends up being. I always tell people, because I teach some substance abuse classes, I always tell people substance abuse is the physical manifestation of the emotions that you are running from, essentially, right? So the heavier the emotion, it's probably gonna be the heavier the drug too, because you got more to escape from. And so, but if we're not escaping mentally, if we're not escaping through substances, we're escaping through food. But also, you can escape through I'm sorry, y'all know I cuss. You can escape through cats out the bag. Working out. Overextending ourselves, trying, like you said, that whole nice piece, being overly nice, right? Which is also codependency. So on and so forth. There's so many ways that we can be so busy that, or we stay busy so that way we don't have to think about the trauma that we're experiencing, right? I don't know if you ever seen that post. It was talking about how, our grandmas and moms, they couldn't really sit still, and we thought, because they hard-working women, which they were and are, but also they stay moving, because to sit is to be still, and to be still means that your thoughts are still with you, right? Like they're coming in. And so a lot of women stay busy so that way they don't have to think about, if they don't like their life, if they don't like their spouse, if they don't like their kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Men did too. Like our granddad.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the men.
Just going outside chopping wood and shit. It's 2:00 in the morning. We hate his fucking life.
There's a comedian who made this joke. He'd be like, man, I'm convinced a lot of truckers like just hate their family lives because that's why they be on the road. Like that's their escape, so they quick to get on the road. Like to piggyback off. But like you also mentioned something that made me think about my dad. Huh?
I said right when his wife pissed him off. You know what? I got to get back on that tractor. I gotta get back on the road, Jill.
You know what? I gotta
go, Jill. I'm not doing this with you.
Right.
I got 2 days, Jill. Sorry.
But yeah, that's no, you probably.
I'm down here with the text.
Yeah, I mentioned like you had said in the TED Talk, like nobody tells you like when you break a leg to walk it off, but like that's how some like my dad, his dad, that era. My dad was riding a motorcycle, slammed his bike, and he didn't know it at the time, broke his leg. Picked up the bike, like walked it off, and still went to work. It wasn't until he was at work later on, he was all like, man, my leg. And it's all like, and so, and I love my dad, but that's like one of the things, like in terms of like, that's what we, if you relate that to like how we deal with trauma, like that's how a lot of us deal with trauma.
No, literally, it's just
we
like,
get hurt, the thing happens. Yeah, the thing happens.
Like I just had a crazy ass event. Somebody just fucked my shit up. But yeah, how your day going? What? You can't run over that.
Yeah, we be like, and then be like some of the people like, man, you so strong. But it's all like, yeah, you gotta, cause
you ain't had no choice.
No.
You ain't had no choice. It was literally this or lose your job. Cause how would you explain that to them? And why wouldn't they wouldn't care? Especially not at that time.
And that's why. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, man, to get these babies, to get these young ones, in an environment to where they could have, like, it should be a lot more programs out here for mental health for these kids that are coming up, because these are the next ones coming up, and they dealing with a lot of stuff. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with, because they get social media at a young age. Like, we didn't have to deal with none of that. Like,
that's a whole nother thing.
3 or 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying? We was kids. Even if we had electronics, okay, we had TV and all that other stuff, but still though, we weren't like comparing ourselves to like our peers at that young age.
Not like
we weren't
that.
doing none of. We had, so them coming up in it, and we know how it is in high school. Like when you start to get to high school or like middle school, you start to see the social constructs of the cool kids, the geek kids, the nerdy kids, the athletic kids, like all of, and you try to find out where you're placed in. Now you have all of that stuff like kind of bombarded at you while you're young, and it's gonna be interesting to see. So I say all that to say, like,
they been doing studies on it and all types of shit, like already to see, and they can already see like there is so many projected rates in terms of like mental health conditions, but also like suicidal rates and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that are attached to social media, unfortunately, and it's a whole different epidemic. I feel like every generation has its own, epidemic. We were the technology era, right? So like it was the, we were like that last little bridge in between. But now you got a full technology era, and not even just regular technology. You got advanced, enhanced,
AI.
Yo, okay. I know this is going to take a slight, strong turn. Bear with me. Hold on. Okay. Have you seen them damn? No, for real. I already done turn. Look, if you in the back of the car, that's on you. Have you seen these damn AI videos and the fact that they look? Oh my gosh! At this point, they get scary.
Hold on, say it one more time.
How the AI videos look, they look so scary because they look so real. That shit's so terrifying.
Real. Yes,
like,
to the untrained eye, if you don't know what to look for, then that shit.
Because you're not trying to.
Older people, they
instantly.
That shit is
there's somebody
crazy,
on Facebook that's like, okay, did you see the Tupac in Target.
Yeah, at the rest, was it Tupac and Biggie
Somebody's
wrestling?
auntie is going ham in the kitchen right now. Like, no, I seen it. We know, auntie, that's AI. No, it's not. That's really him. I told y'all he been alive this whole time. He coming back because Asada just passed away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is crazy. Letting the family have it. Auntie Bertha is letting the family have it about this goddamn AI video, and she's not backing down.
And so I mean, that's so, it's so dangerous because nobody reads. No, I won't say nobody reads.
No, you can say that. You can say that.
But okay, which is crazy because I just moved to where I'm at, and I just got me a library card because I'm all like, I'm
changing the narrative tonight. We gonna be different niggas tomorrow.
Because you know what the saying is, if you want to hide something from
put it in a book.
Put it in a book. And so we already short attention spans. And then now, like, they're going to be able to say this and stuff about history that's not even true. And niggas are just going to believe it because I saw that even right now, like, somebody was talking to me about the current, state of the country, wherever you at, whatever. But they telling me all of this stuff, and I'm all like, bro, you sound like an AI video right now. I mean, you sound like a video. Like, I know you ain't fact checking, get none of this stuff yourself.
No,
you got that off of TikTok. Said, yeah,
and they was convincing. You said, "Damn, this got to be true," and ran with it. Right. You ain't looked the shit up.
Ran with it.
You ain't got no back information. Research, nothing. You just passing the shit on. And it's not until like the fifth person that you told this to that somebody finally corrected you on it. Now there's 4 other people that are telling the same damn lie that you told, and the truth never spreads as fast. The truth never spreads as fast.
No, the lie is more entertaining. It's more entertaining to tell the lie. Like when this COVID stuff was happening, like, I mean, stand wherever you stand, but like some of the stuff niggas was saying about this COVID stuff as if they was doctors and scientists in a lab doing this stuff. Like, I get it, if you skeptical, you don't trust it, that's cool. But not niggas talking about, you know what they did, what they put like, bro, you know, because I know that you did not look this stuff up for yourself. You got it from a video. Stop it.
Right. A video from a person who also did not go to school for the shit that they're talking about.
No, that's yeah.
I need to find her name so I can make sure I get it right. So let me try to look it up real quick and be a good journalist. There's a lady, because I be watching, when I be listening, I'm like, okay, so can you give me a name or something, right? We talking about sources, so let me be on top of it. But there's a lady who filmed all of TV from the time like TV really started up until.
There's a black lady, right?
Yep.
With glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let me see what her name is. But it's crazy because she had talked about how, like, she filmed it because she knew that at some point they was going to try to change the course of history, and the things that they was putting out, she knew eventually they'll be, like, either taking it off and then they'll play with, your mind. That's why it's all that... you seen all those videos about like
Marion Stokes, a Philadelphia librarian who secretly recorded television broadcast for nearly 3 decades, from 1975 to 2012.
Okay, so since Terry has his fancy fucking degree in journalism, he found it. So
because I know how to read. See, I told y'all niggas read. No.
So, I got ADHD. I only can do one thing at a time. Speaking of therapy, so
but that's why I'm here.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. You're right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
Okay. Yes. We all have our strengths. Mine is just to keep this microphone helps me with mine. So, anywho, but yeah. Oh, what's that shit called when it's like? Remember the whole shit about like the Bernstein Bears?
The Mandela effect?
Yes. Yep. That's the Mandela effect. And so you can see even in that there's these changes. And this person had a video where they show like them cleaning out their grandpa's basement or something, and they're showing videos of all of the things from the or not all of them, but the different things from the Mandela effect. But they have real physical copies of it. And so you can see how they are trying to change the course of history. And I know AI is going to impact that too. Actually, did you see the and I know some people like her, but I got my reservations about it. I don't know how I feel about it. The AI AI artist, Xenia or something. They got signed.
I ain't up on the AI artist because as an artist, you wanna, fuck the system.
No. But listen. Not only it's an AI artist though, like it's AI, and they got signed. She like does all these videos of her as a girl. I'm thinking it's a girl. They said it's a girl behind it.
Oh, the rapper, or you talking about like the artist with paint? Is it like a music artist?
It's a music artist. Yeah.
Okay.
And she got signed. Her AI artist got signed for like a huge deal. So
who does the money go to?
Her. But she's an AI.
What the fuck she gonna do with it?
I said, what happened when this bitch gotta go on concert? She finna be hologram.
That's crazy.
Wait, let me see.
That's wild.
AI artist. No, the shit's wild. And to think that there's a real artist. There's a real artist who actually deserves that. And I mean, they said it's a real person behind it, but still, I just don't like that idea, because at some point they're gonna run with this idea and they're just gonna start making it. They're gonna just start making AI music, because all they gotta do is put a person's voice over it, or like you've seen all the videos where like they'll use an artist's voice over somebody else's lyrics.
Oh yeah. I can see that happening. Yeah. It's I think that's, if I'm wrong, that's the engine of capitalism.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't quote me on that, but because like everything's about the dollar now. Like that's like there's no other.
They can make more money
unless you're trying to. Exactly.
They're gonna
make more money.
There's nobody, or you damn near don't even have to have a staff. There's nobody you got to answer to or nothing. Okay, look, are you ready for this? Her name is Zania Monet. I think I'm saying it right. She got signed to a $3 million record deal.
That's crazy. So there's a real person who got the $3 million, but they're gonna front the AI artist. So she gonna be she a ghostwriter then?
I guess
so. She gonna buy her style? Is that what they doing?
I fucking guess so. And I don't even know like.
But that's what Drake been doing. Honestly, that's what a lot of these pop stars been doing. Like honestly, like that's what these niggas been doing. Like we talk about Drake and for the culture and all of that. Like that's one of the reasons why it's not hitting and connecting no more, because like now that Kendrick kind of lifted his skirt up, like we understand, like, oh nigga, you know who you started with. Like the Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo is crazy.
But it's like, it's all like you're not the culture, and it's all like he makes great music, but that's a machine behind. And there's nothing wrong if you listen to him, if you like this shit, or whatever. But that's one of the things, because of the dollar. It's all like, let's get somebody in here who can promote a message, who's easy to sell, and he's easy to sell. He's easy to relate. Like Mos Def said. And I didn't understand it until a little bit later. Like I got it, but I didn't fully understand it. When it was all like, like Drake is
I think
he
I
makes music for like Target.
Commercial
like
music
to shop while you're at Target. He makes hip hop a lot more palatable. Because when you look at like the roots of hip hop, like it was a movement, and it was anti-establishment. Like you look at all of the early artists. Sure, they had their party records, but a lot of the artists were talking about our struggles. They were talking about things that we could relate to, things that we've been through. They were teaching and educating. Like that's the golden age era. Then you get to the 2000s and the platinum era. Then it becomes about, all right, gangster rap and flossing and all of that. And then it kind of takes a turn to what's it in now. But that's not necessarily what the music was about. Like the music was about pro the establishment. But once anytime corporate or capital, however you want to phrase it, gets his hands in it, then it degrades it and it becomes a system. And that's why he was able to succeed so far, because of the system. It played to his favor. Like he wasn't writing all of those songs like And why would he? He's getting rich off it. He has a whole machine behind him.
Right.
But then, he saw the machine said F you, so now but
I know.
whatever. But
it's
crazy.
but
No. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like the AI, like all of that other stuff, it's crazy. It's crazy where things are going, and things that we're losing track of.
And the people letting it kind of just slip through the cracks until it gets so far that it get beyond itself, right? And I don't believe that it will ever fully take over the industry, but it is scary to think that it could even, like, imagine if this person gets an award for doing AI. Like, I don't even know if Shorty can sing because she just fed her ideas. I was just reading about it. She fed her ideas into an AI programming. So they, like, obviously that's not her singing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are her words. I'm gonna send you a video of it. It's and AI looks so much more real, so it kind of looks like a very realistic cartoon almost. But it's almost to the point where at some point they're gonna make it look really real.
As real as they can. I think you have a good point, or I believe you, or I agree with you when you said I don't think it's gonna take off, because one thing about it is that, like, all of this shit be fads. Like, when it hits Hollywood. Outkast made a song, Hollywood Divorce. He said, all the fresh little styles always start off as a cool little hood thing. Blues, rap, jazz, not even hip hop. But, like, once it reaches Hollywood, like, that shit is over.
Right.
Like, it's over. Like, even our lingo hit Hollywood. It don't be as we be on to the next thing. We make up some bullshit. And I think that's what's just going to happen. Like, because art is, like, that's us. That's us naturally.
Right.
We're gonna find a way to continue creating art and to continue creating these, and to continue showing ways of expressing ourselves. And, like, and AI could be a great tool to help and aid us, but. Nah, I don't. I feel like,
it's terrifying though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them videos be a lot.
Yeah.
And so, bringing this full circle. Hold on. Therapy. See, I always come back. All right. But yeah, a lot of this stuff that happens in the media, it indirectly impacts us, right? Because we've been able to have a whole conversation about this AI thing, right? And it's not even directly it's impacting our life, but it's not directly impacting our life, right? Or not yet, right? And so these, even in an indirect way, like, because we know it's around, right? And it's not like, our bills, right, that are like right here, but we damn near have to interact with it, or we have to see it. And those things can send subtle triggers to us, right? Because now I done seen the AI video, now I'm mad, right? I'm irritated. And then somebody cut me off in traffic. Now I'm really mad. Because what the fuck? You see, I'm in the middle of this damn AI video, and the world, they trying to take over the world. You gonna cut me off? So, like, it really can just go down a really bad rabbit hole, right? And turn into a really bad Tuesday for no reason, because you got all these subtle things that are triggering you, right? And so if you have some type of way to release and let go, I was gonna say, because you had said it, art is therapy. So art is a form of therapy. Please use it, right? One of my slogans, I'm gonna plug myself. One of my slogans for my company Tella is therapy helps the trauma come up, art helps the trauma come out, right? So art in movement. And so the more that we are creating, the more that we're moving our body, the more that we're talking about things, we're literally releasing our body, or releasing that trauma, because all of it's energy, right? So trauma gets stuck in our body, experiences get stuck in our body. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can be transferred or transformed. So that energy, if you do not transform it or transfer it, it's going to be stuck in you, right? And so the art is helping you to, even if it's just little by little, it's helping you to take that trauma that's in here and start to transform it and change it into something else. And as you do that, it creates space for the things that you actually want, like happiness and joy, or even like more tangible things like routines and structure, right? Or just having more financial abundance. All of those things lie within us, right? And so if we are not doing, whether it's talk therapy or some type of art form or coping skills to get it out of our body, that means that it is compacted inside and it's clogging up space, right? And it's kind of like trash being in the house. After a while, no matter how clean the house look, you're going to be like, what's that? What the fuck? You keep doing the clothes like, no, baby, it's the trash that you ain't took out, right? And so that stuff festers, but instead of it being a stinky smell, right, you got negative thoughts, right? Or you got, a bad temper, you got negative reactions, or you shut down, and you don't tell anybody anything, or you avoid people, right? Or you're a people pleaser, because there's that too, right? And so it's so many different things it could turn into. What are you gonna say?
No. I'm in agreement with you. Like these unchecked things can, and that's what it's like therapy. Honestly, like therapy and spirituality, like all of it goes hand in hand, because even spirituality teaches you like the essence of being a human, and being connected to a spiritual source. So like you saying, like with the AI, I feel like, the point I was going to try to make, like, spirituality can help with that, because it can help you, like, see through some of that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people I know that claim to be spiritual, like, being fooled by it, too. And I ain't trying to judge anybody. You at where you at. But it's important, like you said, to get the whole piece of the whole pie. Like, even with fitness, like, you want to be here longer. You want to be able to enjoy, like, your kids or your kids' kids. Or even if you don't want kids, like, just to be able to enjoy like this land and this time that we have here while we're in this realm. It's like there's so much to explore. There's so much that life has to offer you. And as somebody who thought they were, or who was living but just like not living to my full my full potential, it's all like those things are unlocked by doing that work.
Right.
Just like if a person is overweight, like you kind of limited in terms of the things that you can do. You can work on it, and it doesn't have to be something that's gradual. It's not all about getting it complete in one day. Like it's a part of the journey. Learning a bit more from yourself, putting down bad habits and replacing them with new habits that are more healthy and more helpful for you. There's one thing I want to lead to everybody. Like you can have life. Like you can have life, and as hard as this life is, it's not about it's gonna make every day perfect. You're still gonna go through the things that you go through, but it changes your outlook in terms of how you deal with them. And that goes spiritually, and that goes with mental health as well too. You're able to deal and cope with things because you have a strong foundation inside of you that you can build off of. But then therapy and mental health then also just teaches you like just the mindset and just perceiving things differently. So have this life, because it's out there for us to live. And it's joyful. You don't want to, like you said something recently, you were saying like how it can build up you putting up walls and you wanting to be separate from people or you cut people off, and it's all like there's healthier ways to deal with that so that you can still preserve a relationship. Like,
right.
That was one thing with me. Like I cut people off just real quick. And it's like, no, like you just don't know I didn't know how to express my boundaries and set my boundaries, and I didn't want to deal with the conflict of doing that. So I would just figure it was easy to cut off the relationship. But it's all like, no, set the boundaries so that you can still have the relationship. Now, if they don't respect your boundaries and they still overstep and disrespect, then it's like, all right, I've expressed to you this, you're still doing that. I think it's best that then you can walk away knowing that you tried.
Yep.
But yeah, that's still an opportunity to live life and have life. So yes, I'm yeah.
Look, and funny enough, I love how the conversation just took off. I'm also doing well too. We'll talk about me.
Yeah, because I was gonna say.
Look, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Life is lifing.
Right.
Life is good. I'll share more about me next episode. But no, this was good. Look, We might have to drop this on a Thursday. Let this be therapy Thursday or something.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Like, this gonna have to be. We have to drop this on a Thursday, so it could be like a therapy Thursday. So maybe not this Thursday, but next Thursday we drop this, and Thursday will be our days. But yeah, this was good. This was good. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Look, we might have some more therapy next time. Look, I'll lead. Terry, thank you, Terry, for this concept. I didn't even think about it. It just came up, but it was good though.
Oh yeah, good. We just kind of went into it. But
with that being said,
we back.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
With that being said, we're gonna get ready to close out. This was a great episode. I appreciate y'all being here with us. We can't wait to see y'all.
Oh, dang.
Until next time.
I see why she had to.
This is Let's Heal Podcast with Tella and Tone.
Yeah.
And I will see y'all next. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.